Sound check, microphone check, audio check, video check. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, apologies for on behalf of the organizers. While I'm not part of them, this tournament has come short of time management. Basically, because of one player who has been so slow in the quarterfinals. Actually, his games had to be timed. Walusimbi Idi, by the time he took down Jackson Asiku, they played for over 2 hours, even using a stopwatch to try and shorten the time he consumes between his games. He's having his match shortly. He's taking on Ibrahim Kayanja. This one is the most exciting of all matches in the round of last 8, the quarterfinals. That is Abubakar Nakawale Paquiao taking on Lokoma Hazard. They are racing to 5. This is the first frame of the match, and the Pacquiao, maybe the dark horse of the tournament, takes the lead. Pacquiao 1, Hazard 0. Rest to 5. My friend wants to say hi to Tom, always watching. This time he's here at the venue.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tom, aka Tom Sangalex.
Funny guy.
Yeah, very funny guy. We're here in Kamwokya watching Dada against, it's called Paquiao, with one leading against Lokoma Hazard, who is the tournament favorite today, I think. But right now, as we start, it's a break. Oh, it's a foul break, has to break again. My cancel.
First of all, why didn't you play?
I didn't play because of my reasons. First of all, I'm very sick. I got an accident, but I didn't want to inform you guys because everyone has problems. But next tournament I will play, probably.
Okay, you are supposed to be having a money match against Katerega Bob. You beat him in lockdown 3 years ago. Since then, he's looking for you. Are you ready for him?
I'm always ready when it comes to Katerega Bob. Very ready. I don't even need a training for him. Bob, whenever you are, I'm waiting for you.
So be sure he'll get this audio.
Yeah, I know you'll get it. He's ever watching live. I'm here, Bob, Tom Sange, ready for you, sir.
Okay, there we go. That one will be curtain raiser for Saturday's money match. This is Council, my good friend, Council friend of mine. Introduce yourself and talk to the viewers.
Hello everyone, my name is Semambo David, commonly known as Council David. I'm also a pool lover, and I happen to manage some few boys, actually new talents. I'm very happy they are performing quite well in the past weeks, actually in the past couple of months. One of them is called John Sim, who has been very excellent today. He has eliminated quite a number of big names. One of them is Odong Kenneth.
Yeah.
Is seed 4, seed 5.
The other time Odong beat Sim in a decider.
Yeah, it was a decider.
This time it was Sim's turn.
Yeah, so this time around he was so ready
But
for
then
him.
you were watching the tournament online.
Actually, I was at home when I saw this other boy of mine, Ashraf, eliminating Ibra convincingly. I had to run out of bed to come and I see my boys emerge victorious.
And then by the time you came here, give us the results of Ashraf.
Unfortunately, pool is a very funny game. There is one boy known as Dada, one of the local dwellers within this area. I think he could be the pool attendant. He has just eliminated him by the convincingly. It has been a photo score, very convincingly. So he has to pull up his stockings come the next tournament.
One of our top players, Ibra Sejemba, is such a shadow of himself. He's really not performing. What do you think is not right with him?
You see, sport, there is form and rest. It is incumbent upon Ibra to go back to the drawing board, train hard, good enough. He's now competing in these regular tournaments of 500,000. Originally, they used to tell us that he was a big brand.
Stop attacking. Stop attacking.
Anyway, I dispense with that.
He is a big brand.
Yes, he's a big brand.
He is, yes, yeah.
Yes, he's a big brand. I was just joking.
Yeah,
but anyway, he has to get himself back on the drawing board. I know with constant training and engagement in such tournaments, yes, he will emerge victorious once again. These comps are very good for him.
Do you think he needs to just continue playing with this bad form, or he needs to take a break from competition, then sort himself his form, then comes back to compete when his form is fully on?
This is a game, and being away from the game is not important. What is important this time round is to keep playing. Whether people laugh at you or they do what, it is just upon him to keep focused. That is the only advice I give him. He will come back and
from the big names today, Ibra, like you've said, has been beaten. Mansour has been beaten. Kasozi has been beaten. Ian has been beaten. Computer didn't show up. Big names have participated so far in the quarterfinals. We have Hazard as a big name, maybe Paquiao, then the defending champion Ibrahim Kayanja. Now, in the absence of Caesar, who do you think can take on the mantle to dominate Ugandan pool?
Of course, in the absence of Caesar, I would my advice regarding that, or my comment, is that all players are on the same level. These people are following Caesar. For instance, Hazard, Mansour, Sejemba Ibra, although his form is down. Anyone who has a good day, the Dog Cities, the likes of Kayanja Ibra, anyone with a good day can emerge victorious.
Against each other, against any of the other guys?
Okay, I would tip Hazard. Only that Hazard. I would tip Hazard. Only that at times he tends to be so playful. But I tip Hazard.
Thank you very much for the insight. That is Kanso Semambo. David, he was watching online, then he got excited when his boy beat Ibra. Then he quickly drove to the venue only to find the boy he came to watch already beaten in the next round. Sometimes sport can be so rude, not just to players, but even fans and managers alike. There we go. If you're just joining the stream, it is Abubakar Nakabale Pacquiao, the smaller guy, the lighter guy, wearing this FC Barcelona t-shirt, taking on Hazard Lokoma. Now one of the, between him and Ibra Kayanja, you can debate who the tournament favorite is, but it is Hazard in the quarterfinal, down 1-0 against Pacquiao, who is seemingly in pole position to make it 2. He's a guy, Pacquiao, who is not shy of beating the guys who have bigger names than him. Remember, at the beginning of the year comp, he is the one who took down Caesar in the first tournament of the year, in the Double Life tournament that happened in Masakade 1, where Caesar finished number 1 and 2. Ibra was taken down by Pacquiao. He has beaten Kasozi before. I remember him beating Mansour before. He has defeated Dangote in a money match, a long race with some big monies involved. Here he is, leading 1-0 against Hazard and pretending, I will say, to make it 2. Also, personally, thank you for always watching. It is already Wednesday morning in East Africa time, but you guys are watching this match. I thought by the time I return with this game, most of you would be sleeping, but so wonderful that you are watching. On this page now, which seems new for live videos, by the way, it was the very first YouTube channel for pool streaming live matches, if I'm not mistaken, on the African continent in 2020 when I opened it up to supplement my Facebook page. But in 2023, exactly 1 year ago, it was banned from going live because there are so many copyrighted music issues in the background. The ban went on for 1 year. Now it is lifted, and it's why we can use this platform for having live games. It's not just for me, it's for all of us. 13,000 people on this platform as subscribers, a very good number for the game, especially on YouTube. Here comes Hazard. I can't believe my eyes. Top players. Your opponent fouls. You return with a foul. This is crazy. It is madness of the game at the very, very highest level. It is a well-leveled table. It is two top players. It is good cue ball. And yet a foul is followed up by a foul. Two 0 Paquiao leading against Hazard. Shout out to you, DJ William Blood. Big up to you too. Swale and Sanjimba, you're asking what happened. By the way, Ibrahim Sajamba has been beaten by a guy I barely knew. Dog City has been beaten by a guy called Simu. So the two quarterfinals ongoing. There's this one, then there's another one between a guy called Idi Warusimbi, the one who has just beaten Asiko Jr. He's taking on Ibrahim Kayanja. A guy called Dada, little known, is already in the semifinals, just like John Sim. So after this one, we shall be having one semifinal and then the final live. DJ Spino, my friend and my brother, and also my son in the game. If he had not stopped playing pool, I believed he would have been one of the best players, maybe in Africa. Somehow he's just watching. Hazard, thank you, DJ Spino, for watching. Queen Andaku, you've been waiting for this all along. Wow. Baruga Johnson, you are uploading everything as clear. Marvin Tunak Live. Sam Lange, thank you too. Fahad Elizio for worldwide trending. Maureen Mo. I'm suspecting you're someone I know. Sam Lange. You want to see more of what the people's player is doing in China. You are meaning Caesar. Caesar is eliminated from the World Heibo Masters. There is supposed to be another tournament, but I'm not sure. I don't even think he will be participating in it. Yes, there are so many, there are some issues in there. But if he does participate in it, all will be well. The other thing I know is that he will be in the country in about a week's time back in Uganda. So for now, these boys can sort themselves out without Caesar. This tournament, there's another one coming up on Saturday, by the way, at hashtag in Nansana. Also coming up live, and a money match. The players involved, we shall be informing you on Sunday. But it's none of these two. Alfred Jr. supporting Pacman. Alvin Chitaka, thank you for watching. DJ William, Caleb Mahire. Caleb Mahire is supposed to be playing in this tournament. Lost the final against Caesar 2 weeks ago in Vunamwaya. A very good performance. Very good player, Caleb Mahire. Should be competing every tournament. He's so good. In my book, can take down anybody. My brother, I don't know which country you're watching from, Bossa Chris, player or former player with the Rock Catalina Pool Club. Thank you for watching, and always watching. In Korea, Michael, thank you for telling me that Jesus loves me. In the meantime, the hunter is being hunted. The favorite, Hazard, is down 2-0 against the Pacman. Pacquiao, by the way, he got that name Pacquiao as a nickname as a very young boy growing up. Around 2012, he was already a pool player, but he was not accepted into competitive pool because he was not yet of age even to be in places like this. So people who were around him, a place called Mambule in Kalere, where he used to be practiced by more senior players, they nicknamed him Pacquiao because they say he had a striking resemblance with then boxer from I think the Philippines called the Manny Pacquiao. So up to the present date, he is called Pacquiao. Otherwise, by birth name, he is called Abubakar Nakawale. Of late, he was talking of changing his name from Abubakar to John for reasons known to him. I recognize him as Abubakar because it's a process to change a name. You don't just wake up, at least in this country. Just, say hi to the viewers.
Hi,
Your name?
my name is Tasha.
Who do you support from these players?
Caesar and Kasozi Joseph.
You're supporting both Caesar and Kasozi, but they are rivals. Okay, who is winning this game?
Hazard.
Hazard, but he's down 2-0.
I don't care.
Come on, Hazo.
You don't care, you know he's winning.
Yes.
Okay. That one is one of only 2 female fans who are at the venue. Says she supports Caesar, but since Caesar is not around, she's supporting Kasozi, but Kasozi was beaten. So for this one, she says she's supporting Hazard, who is now 2-1 down. The other match between Idi Olusimbi and Ibrahim Kayanja is still tying 0-0, first frame of the match. Thank you, dear viewers. By the way, I'm happy today for the fact that live streaming on this page has been freed by YouTube. So I also want to thank YouTube. I know that when you thank YouTube, they get even in audio, they get the thanks through artificial intelligence for freeing the live streaming on this platform. I started streaming these games in 2020 at the start of the COVID lockdown, when playing of pool was not supposed, was banned actually, whether for fun, leisure, competition, sporting reasons, it was banned. But we used to stealthily, I would say illegally, organize pool competitions like this one, but in lockdown. So because there were no crowds, I decided to start streaming games on social media. It is something that has become now hugely part of me. I've streamed thousands of matches since then on many different platforms. It's now I think my 5th Facebook page. 3 of them have been hacked away from me before. I also now have 2 YouTube channels. The main Facebook page right now is Break and Finish Live. I know that many of you who are watching now on this page who simply got a notification for this live feed don't even know the Facebook page. So many of the live games happen there. Break and Finish Live, and also updates and sharing of clips and where we interact. Most of the interaction is there for fun and enjoyment and promotion of the sport. It is break and finish live. Of course, this Peter Chove Live YouTube is my main YouTube channel. It was only down because it wasn't going live, but there is another channel called Break and Finish Live on YouTube. It also goes live. I also have a TikTok account. It is called same name of this YouTube channel. It's called Peter Chove Live. Those are my names actually. On TikTok, I only share clips of some of the best shots and clearances of these games. No long videos, only clips. I at one time did some live games on TikTok. The only problem with that platform is when you go live, it does not store the videos for future reference. They can only be watched live. After the live stream, they are not there. That is the only issue I have with TikTok. Otherwise, it's a pretty active TikTok account. By the way, I thank other TikTokers in the game. Samuel L. Jackson, who must either be watching live or will watch this match later with his TikTok account, also called Samuel Jackson. This is Abubakar Nakabali, surprising everybody, including myself, maybe including himself, by taking a 3-1 lead against Hazo. Walusembi Idi is leading 1-0 against Kayanja Ibra. So I want us to listen to Kenneth Kakiza like we did last time. He's one of the architects behind this tournament. Take the floor, Kenneth.
Thank you, Peter. Hello, everyone. This is Kenneth Kakiza, and one of the organizers of the Kamwokya Pool Arena Weekly Tournament. This is the 5th edition of its kind, and the excitement has been really increasing from day one. We've witnessed exciting games. We've seen rising stars like Kawenja Ronald, aka Dada, who has beaten Ashraf Sentamo, who beat Ibra Sejemba. So this arena is picking up from where it started and where it has been. It's really exciting how these amazing players, international players, want to showcase this Kamwokya, which is honestly a remote area. But we are very, very pleased that very soon we are going to have stars that we are seeing here crossing to world over to compete. So thank you. Over to Peter Chove. Thank you.
That was a word from one of the organizing secretaries, Kenneth. By the way, he also played the tournament. He organized himself. He's a player, but it is very, very rare for him to exit before or after the first round. Kenneth, one thing I forgot to ask from you. You do a very good job organizing a tournament like this one. But every time you organize, you also play. But I've never seen you past first round. What goes wrong?
I think what you need to know is the pool is almost 90% mental. So, like you said, I play, but I haven't yet been lucky. I lose to very good players. I lost to Hazard, who is still in the competition and is playing Paquiao. But all in all, I think pool is more of a mental game, and because we played this game since we were kids, so you need to other responsibilities kick in, and you really the time that you give yourself to play pool is not really there. But with time, I believe we will try to outcompete these young boys. The one thing that is for sure is pool is on my heart, and I've played pool for a very long time, and yeah, I'll progress. And Peters, don't laugh at me. Very soon you're going to see me rising and lifting a trophy at one of these arenas. Thank you.
Guys, it's not easy organizing a tournament and you are a player and it's the 5th edition and you've never ever beaten anybody in the same tournament you organize. You have to sympathize with Kenneth for what he's going through, what these guys take him through. But maybe next time better. He's a very experienced player, by the way. He has been around the Ugandan league system for about 15 years, playing with teams, most especially with the Hot Pool Club, the country's oldest pool club, the club that also started this entire organization of pool in the country. He was a part of them. Nowadays, he is useful in a very different way. He organizes this weekly comp at Kamwokya Pool Center, where we are. Also, special thanks to a gentleman called Valence. He injects time and effort and money to ensure that this tournament always goes on. He doesn't get any money from the tournament. It is for the good of competition and for the good of the players. These tournaments keep these players very lively and fit. They also know exactly where we are standing. It is because of these tournaments that you saw, for instance, when some of these players moved across the eastern border of the country to participate in a tournament in Kenya. They were 8 in number and 7 reached the prize bracket. It is because they are always busy and active and playing in tournaments like this. So, Mr. Valence and others who organize tournaments like this one, thank you very much. Saturday, we are at hashtag in Nansana. In the meantime, Hazard 2, Paquiao 3, race to 5. Idi Walusimbi 1, Ibrahim Makayanja 0. Paquiao 3, Hazali 2. Some kind of Idi Cup going on. All the 4 guys on table, all belong to the Muslim faith. Hazard is only a nickname. His actual name is Azali. Hazard was just a nickname by fans who couldn't pronounce his Azali name better. And it was at the time he came up as a top player in 2016 when that Belgian player, Eden Hazard, was in the Premier League team, Chelsea. It is the venue, Kamwokya Pool Arena, of them all where Hazard has never ever reached the prize bracket. And it is one of the players who normally perform well. He's the only guy who has beaten Caesar 4 times this year. Can you imagine beating Caesar 4 times this year? I think compared to Caesar's once. And the one time that Caesar did beat Hazard was here.
Come on, Nazo.
I don't remember streaming a match in the quarterfinals at this time of the night, or will I say this time of the morning, and on YouTube, and it is this kind of viewership. Very impressive. I know that the majority of the people who follow this platform will watch this game later, because for the last 1 year, they've only been watching. You guys have only been watching and live games, non-live matches. Here we are for the first time in 365 days watching live action on this YouTube channel.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you. Tata.
Swali, St. Giovanni, you're asking what happened. Everything is okay. Yes, I do believe everything is okay. I hope, guys, the video quality is okay from where you are watching. Every time it is not, please feel free to notify Sam Lange, DJ Spino, Donovan Lawrence. You're saying you're watching this as the first live match. It seems you've been watching unlive matches all the way. You're watching from Zimbabwe. Joel Tusubira. You say YouTube is better than your relationship. Come on. That one is a cracker of a comment. Abdi Duale. Big up to you too. Alfredo Jr. Nkirie Michael. Gideon Kiplagat. Mambo ni live, you must be watching from Kenya. Chris Bossa has made it clear that he's watching from the United Arab Emirates. Kayuki Herbert single. That must be Timosan single. He's the weaker of the Kayukis. He's the only player whom I've ever beaten convincingly, by the way. Playing many games, but that was years back. By the way, I also played pool for some time, but I was not good enough to beat most people. I thank God that the decision I took to relate to the game in the way I am is now making me more relevant. Hazard wants the officials to be very careful here. He's playing the yellow but off the cushion. He's asking his opponent to leave his face.
But it's very well.
He will play the ball off the cushion. If he's unlucky, it could go in. He unfortunately fouls. Bwire Mustafa came so close to beating Hazard, but too far. Here is another of the players who pretty much grew up with he grew up with Mustafa as players, starting out much of their career at the same time. They played at the same club at some point in their career. It's as if he passed the mantle on to Paquiao to try and do what he had failed. Now Pacquiao has proved to be so many times a very good competitor. Many of these top players have been victims to him, and many times. Like I said before, this year alone, I remember him taking down Kasozi once, and Mansour once, and Ibra once, and Caesar once. Now for a player who can take down those names, anybody can fall to him. And Hazard is among the anybody's. Watching from Pretoria, Sam Lange, thank you very much. You wanted clarification on Caesar. Baina Mugisha side, also Team Caesar, but guys, Caesar is not playing now. If all goes well, we may have a money match between Caesar and Hazard. Hazard just told me before this match that he's waiting for him to step in the country. Then, yes, that was a very good piece of information. Junior Perez official, you say these players both look tired. Okay. But they also respect each other. That's why you see at times they don't have to go for the game full throttle. Lova Gwambit is race to 5. Valeria Crush, it is 2-0. Yo Ibrahim Kayanja is down against Walusimbi Idi. Walusimbi Idi has so far beaten Asiko Jackson, the 13-year-old talent, as well as Bwanika Mansour. The 13-year-old lost in a decider 5-4, but Bwanika Mansour, it was 5-0. So guys, my appeal to you, this one is a personal appeal, which I normally do, but I'll something I don't want to make tired of asking from you. It's just to watch the ads every time they play, before or during these games. It is the only way I can get back the data bundles I use and the different lots of movement that I have to make to go to these venues. Because I'm majorly driven by passion. You cannot serve the game, this game, when you are targeting money. At times, you can be lucky, you get something, but it can never ever equal to the effort you put in. But for the little, my request is for you to watch the ads. And like I normally say, if you watch the ads, and my data is assured, these videos shall keep coming and coming and coming and coming. If you say so, we even have some on TikTok. If you say so, we can even start up Instagram. I don't know if Twitter does go live, but I have a Twitter handle. If you guys in there, has had the opportunities. Pacquiao, he must make something happen here. The neutrals will probably be supporting him. The neutrals will want to see a new champion day in and out. Natasha, do you still think Hazard will win?
Hazard is still winning.
But he's down and he's going to lose another game if you are careful. Can't you see?
That one is called the Truman. Is it?
Truman, the truth.
The truth, Mr. Truth.
So fans will always be fans. She believes in her Hazard. Come rain, come shine. Oops,
Come on,
oops. Sometimes the difference between victory and defeat is just very, 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 very thin margins, very fine margins. And Pacquiao knows it, that if there is one player who will not give you a chance back on the table, that player in this tournament should be Hazard. What should have been a 4-2 win, a 4-2 lead for Pacquiao, in the next moment or two is going to become a 3-all score. There we go. Hazard 3, Pacquiao 3.
Come on, Hazo.
Idi Walusimbi is leading 3-1 against Ibrahim Kayanja. The winner of that match will be taking on in the semi-final, also racing to 5 coming up shortly, John Simo. And then here, as they are drawing 3-all, the winner will be taking on a very little fancied guy called Dada. So it is very, very likely, in my opinion, that whoever wins this match shall make the final. very likely. You would just imagine that should Hazard win this match, Pacquiao will not forget the miss he made in the previous game. But look at that shot from Hazard. You give him a chance, he steals the game from you. Then he comes and outclasses you in the next game. And at the very next, maybe a decider. He seems to be full of magic today, Hazard. Got himself in trouble by potting a difficult shot, denying himself a good white, and then finding a way to pot. And the white ball is good enough for him to sink that black into the same corner pocket. Top right of your screen. But he has to make it fast. Normally takes his time, normally focuses and concentrates and takes a deep breath and shoots, but misses. Will the black go in? No, it won't. Advantage. Pacquiao. You can tell me in the comment section if you think Pacquiao can make this clearance. He seems to be on the go now. Just one dead yellow ball to think about, the one that is frozen against the rail on the right. And he's playing to get a white ball for that same shot. And it seems the white ball for the shot is good enough. Doesn't even need to bank it. But it's the same pocket where in the last frame he failed to sink a black in a similar manner. This time he gets it right. The guy nicknamed Paquiao is in the groove to take down the guy nicknamed The Truth. Short, but tense rest 5, which is now a rest 2. And yet of the 2 games Pacquiao needs, one of them he is in full command. Now up against the black. 9 times out of 10 he will pot it, but has to be careful. He has missed a black of this nature before in this match. This time he pots Pacquiao 4, Hazard 3, rest 5. YouTube is better than yeah, see my blessing it. Yeah.
Come on, Azu, come on.
One of those moments when Pacquiao has come so close to taking down Hazard, but close is not close enough. He was in the groove by his body language to just take down Hazard by an apple, but it's a failure in the break to portable advantage Hazard to try and equalize and take this match to a decider. Pacquiao needs one and Hazard needs two to shoot into the prize bracket. The winner goes to the semis. It's the semi-finalists who get a share of the money. Pacquiao is managed by a gentleman called Innocent Kule, based in Mityana district of central Uganda, a businessman. While Hazard, like you already know, it is the Dice Lounge family. Kenneth. Kenneth. It seems this one shall be another story. Maybe for this frame, at least of too close yet too far for Pacquiao from beating Hazard. Despite all those opportunities he has gotten Pacquiao to win the match, it seems to be heading to a decider. Yes, it will 4-4. And next up is a decider. What was the rest of 5 is now like rest 1. Winner of this coming frame proceeds to the semifinals to take on the little known Dada, while the loser, yes, goes home miserably.
Webali nnyo ssebo, webalire ddala taata. Webale ssebo. Njagala Come on, Lighty. Come on, Azu. Nawoza nnyo boy, webale nnyo ssebo, webalire ddala. Adadi bambu maino. Bambu mataka banatera kumukuba. Kuza bali awo.
Many times this game has been seeming on the edge, and it provides another opportunity to either of these two players. Hazard is trying to make a very sharp cut. He wasn't good enough for the pot of the black for the win of the match. He was only good enough for another chance to Pacquiao. Pacquiao will be having a little problem of those two blues near that center pocket on the left. They look like dead balls touching each other. But if he can get a way of potting at least one of them, he will have opened up the game, maybe to finish off Hazard once and for all. And he does exactly that. Hazard is in danger. Pacquiao is about to ask him the truth. It has been a match that after each and every frame, maybe after each and every sequence of play from either of these players, momentum has been shifting from one of them to the other interchangeably, as if they were intending it. But it seems this is now the chance. Surely, Pacquiao. Surely, yes. He has two choices. He could go for a pot of the black ball to the center pocket on the left or to the bottom left corner pocket. Either way, the white is safe enough for each of those two shots. Unless he plays it so bad. Goes for the center pocket and pots and wins. And gets a round of applause from the fans. What a match. Pacquiao defeats Hazard the same way he defeated Ibra and Caesar and Kasoze earlier in the year. He is the guy who seems to be the new giant killer in town, ladies and gentlemen. Hazard 5, Hazard 4, Pacquiao 5. Coming up live next is one of the semi-finals and then the final.